Russia has intensified its missile campaign against Ukraine, targeting key military infrastructure. The recent wave of strikes focused on airfields and other facilities crucial for Ukraine's air defense. These attacks are part of a broader strategy to degrade Ukraine's military capabilities. Russia aims to cripple Ukraine's defenses and limit its ability to conduct offensive operations. These attacks have significant strategic implications, particularly in light of the planned delivery of F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. By targeting airfields, Russia seeks to destroy or damage infrastructure necessary for operating and maintaining these advanced aircraft. The timing of the strikes ahead of the F-16's arrival suggests a deliberate attempt to hinder their deployment and effectiveness. The arrival of F-16 fighter jets, pledged by Western allies, could significantly bolster Ukraine's air capabilities. These aircraft possess advanced radar systems, electronic warfare capabilities, and the ability to carry a wide range of sophisticated weaponry. This would give Ukraine a qualitative edge in the air, potentially shifting the balance of power in the conflict. Russia is acutely aware of the potential impact of the F-16s. The recent missile strikes on airfields can be seen as a preemptive measure to mitigate the threat posed by these advanced aircraft. By targeting the infrastructure needed to support the F-16s, Russia aims to delay their deployment and limit their operational effectiveness once they arrive. The true extent of the damage caused by Russia's missile strikes is difficult to ascertain amidst the fog of war. Both sides have engaged in information warfare, releasing conflicting accounts of the attack's effectiveness. Independent verification of these claims remains elusive, making it challenging to gauge the true extent of the damage. Section 4. The broader strategic context, a war of attrition. The missile strikes on Ukrainian airfields are part of a broader pattern of attacks on critical infrastructure. Russia has repeatedly targeted energy facilities, transportation networks, and military installations across Ukraine. This strategy aims to cripple Ukraine's economy, disrupt its logistics, and erode its ability to sustain a prolonged war effort. Ukraine, for its part, has demonstrated resilience and adaptability in the face of these attacks. They have employed mobile air defenses, dispersed their aircraft, and sought to repair damaged infrastructure quickly. The conflict has increasingly taken on the characteristics of a war of attrition, with both sides seeking to wear down the other's capacity to wage war. Section 5. Ukraine's response, resilience, and adaptation. Ukraine has responded to the missile strikes with a combination of defiance and adaptation.
Ukrainian officials have vowed to continue fighting, emphasizing their determination to liberate their territory. They have also accelerated efforts to secure additional air defense systems from Western allies to bolster their defenses against future attacks. Recognizing the vulnerability of fixed infrastructure, Ukraine has been dispersing its aircraft to different locations, making it more difficult for Russia to target them effectively. This strategy of dispersal, combined with camouflage and decoys, aims to complicate Russian targeting efforts and preserve Ukrainian air assets.
Section 6. The international factor, support and condemnation. The international community has condemned Russia's missile strikes on Ukrainian airfields, with many countries expressing solidarity with Ukraine.
Western allies have pledged to continue providing military aid to Ukraine, including air defense systems and other equipment necessary to counter the Russian threat. The strikes have also fueled calls for increased sanctions against Russia, with many countries seeking to further isolate Moscow economically and diplomatically. The international response highlights the broader geopolitical implications of the conflict, which has escalated tensions between Russia and the West.